Welcome and thank you for watching. In this video, I will conduct a brief overview of the EDPuzzle program. EDPuzzle can be used to make interactive videos. In this video, I'll do a brief walkthrough of the program, show you how to select or upload videos, how to add interactive elements to your videos, and lastly, provide a preview of the gradebook and feedback. A word of caution: while this tool covers the EDPuzzle application, you should always focus on what the app, program, or tool can do rather than on the tool itself. Technology changes rapidly, and we need to be mindful that what we are choosing meets our needs and the needs of our students, rather than choosing something because of a name or because it looks shiny or new. Let's start with a general walkthrough of EDPuzzle. So when you log into EDPuzzle, you have these tabs along the top of the program. So when you have My Classes, you'll see that you have classes that you have created along the left-hand side, and then all of the videos that are assigned to each class will be in the middle. There is a gradebook option. Right now the gradebook is empty because I don't have anything assigned during this time period, but the gradebook will allow you to take a look at student scores from a particular time period for the interactive elements in the videos, and we'll cover that a bit more later. When you click on Content, it brings up this page here. So you'll see in the center there are folders that I've created. For me, it's easier just to organize by class. Now you can either add your own videos or you can add videos from other places. So you'll see here, for example, under My Content, which is what's selected right now, this is where you'll find all the videos that I have created and uploaded. The ones that are at the bottom are ones that I have not put in a folder. So those ones are just there. I do find it easier to go ahead and put videos in folders. I do have videos that cover directions for different assignments, which is what you can see at the bottom right down there. You can also pull videos from other channels. So you can go into EDPuzzle itself, or you could pull videos from YouTube, Khan Academy, National Geographic, TED Talks. There's a variety of different options that you can use to pull your videos from. So next, let's talk about how to select or upload videos. So if we look at these channels here, for example, I'm just going to click on one of them. So let's click on YouTube, and it will just pull up YouTube. You can actually type in the URL of a video, and it will pull that video right up, or you can just do a search. So right now I'm just doing a search for classroom management, so then this would be exactly what you would see if you were to just go into YouTube and type in that search term. Now I tend to use my own content, and I don't really use a lot of content from other places. So if you're going to do that, you go to Add Content and then Upload a Video. If you choose Create a Video, you'll have to choose one from one of those channels. Then you go ahead and choose a file, or you can find a video that you may have uploaded to Google Drive. That works as well. And once you upload your video, you'll be ready to go for the next part, which is adding interactive elements. Now for this example, I just pulled a video from YouTube just to make it a little bit easier and show you how that works. So here I have a video that I pulled from YouTube, just an episode of Teen Titans Go that Cartoon Network had on their channel. So once you pull a video, you want to go in and hit Edit. It will then load the video, and then you have a variety of options. So you can change the title. So I'm going to just do that now and just call this a practice video. You can then cut the video to trim different portions. You can actually add a voiceover, so you can actually narrate over pieces of the video. If you're going to go ahead and cut, you can cut out pieces of the video that you don't want. So if you just wanted to show like a clip at the beginning and a clip at the end, you can do that, or you could just shorten kind of the beginning or end as needed. Lastly, you can add questions, and there's different types of questions. You can add multiple choice questions. You can add open-ended questions. And then you can also add notes as well. So let's just go to a random place in the video. So we'll just go here. And then you can add your open-ended questions. So you'll see you have some formatting features like bold, italics, and underline. You can also add links as well. You can add photos, so that's a nice option. And you'll see then as the students are watching the video, once it gets to that point, so I'm just going to scroll a little bit past it. Once it gets to that point, the video will stop, and then you'll see the question will pop up. And then it will give students a chance to actually answer a question right there. I'm just going to go to another spot and pull up multiple choice. So you'll see here you can type in your multiple choice question, and then you can type in the answers. You also can add more, so as many choices as you want. You can also have more than one correct answer, but be aware that in order to achieve full credit for that response, both answers have to be selected. So I wouldn't recommend using like an either-or situation where you might have 2 correct answers out of 3 and either one is correct. You would want it to be both of them have to be selected. So that's just something to bear in mind. You can also add notes as you're watching the video. Pay attention. So you can just add like a little note here, maybe at the beginning, so a cue for what you want them to do kind of as they're watching. So a note doesn't require a response, but it does stop the video, allows the student to read what your prompt is, and then you can move ahead with that. You can also add audio notes as well through VoiceOver. So if you don't want to voice over the whole clip, you might just want to have a section where you're just going to provide a verbal prompt for them in addition to what you see here as a written prompt. So let's take a look at a pre-existing video that already has some elements in it. So I do have a practice video for you. It is in the description, so if you click that, it will take you to EDPuzzle, and you can actually go in and experience what one of these interactive videos looks like. So you'll see here that this is just a sample from one of my classes. You can see that we have some videos that have numbers, so that's the percentage of answers they got correct in the video. And if the video has open-ended questions, you'll see there's a little clock in the top right corner. So I left one to show you what that looks like. You'll have that little clock that tells you that you actually have to go in and you have to score one of the open-ended questions. You'll also see there's some videos without a number, and that's because they have no interactive elements. For this particular class, when I did go over assignment directions, I didn't put any questions in for those videos. So all of those, you can see that there is that engagement piece there that tells me how much of the video they've watched, but there are no questions. Now, obviously, they can just hit play and just let it go all the way through and walk out of the room and go get something to eat and not actually watch it. So you want to have some type of balance of questions in there. But in terms of the assignment directions for this particular course, I didn't really care whether they watched it or not because it was just there as an alternate means of representation in terms of introducing the assignment. So some of them were fine with just reading the assignment description and going for it. Others wanted to hear me talk about it and explain it, so I provided that as an option for differentiation and just meeting the needs of universal design for learning. So that's why I don't have any interactive elements for those particular pieces. Now let's say you have your open-ended questions. Let's take a look at what that looks like. So you'll see here, you've got your question, what is the danger of a single story? You can preview the video, so I can actually go in and watch the video itself before I start to address the questions. There is that button at the top that says mark ungraded as correct, and that will just give everything a 100 without you looking at it. Obviously, that's not really something I would recommend doing, just because then you're not actually reading any of the responses or giving feedback, but that option is there. I actually will use that on occasion. What I'll do is I'll go in, and if it's a 100, I'll just leave it blank. And if it's not, then I'll go ahead and adjust the score, and I'll go through everything. I'll provide all the feedback with the comments, and then I'll go through and then do mark ungraded as correct. So it just saves me clicking the 100 button a bunch of times throughout. But I'll show you what this looks like. So you'll have, typically you'd have the student name on the left. I have that blocked out. You'll see that you have the responses here, so you can go through and read them. It has them nice and stacked for you. And for each response, you could then go in and you can hit the X to give it a 0, the check to give it a 100, or type in whatever grade you want. Then you can also click comment, and then you can type a response that will then go to the student so they can kind of see your feedback on that particular question. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Subscribing alone won't send you notifications, so if you do want to be notified when future videos are released, hit the bell and choose your preferred options. Again, thanks for watching.